about is the manners.
What about when you get the big on and you go for some ribs?
That's a very good point.
What's the difference? If you're eating ribs, it's okay to pick them up and eat them off the bone, but a lamb cutlet you're not allowed to.
Because everyone knows ribs are the sort of thing you pick up. The majority of the cutlet, you use your knife and fork. You don't want to be looking over to the table next to you to see some bloke pick up his bone of the lamb chop and start gnawing.
Why don't you bring out your own segment about etiquette?
Yeah, maybe I should, but I'd be attacked like I have been today.
Mark Levy.
It's not bad. You get the big...
Mr. Political Correct. Why don't we change your number plates on your car to political correct? Correctness. Political in the front and correct at the back.
It's the best kind, mate.
Or say what the people want to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Bit too long. Bit too long. So you're saying if you're out, no way in the world you'd pick up a lamb chop.
Wrong.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mark. You never go out on a ledge. You'll never know what it's like to swim
I think it's all right. So if you saw someone,
behave yourself.
If you're out to dinner and you bloke table next to you, say a foot away from you, and he started picking up his lamb chop and eating it, you'd be.
I wouldn't be disgusted. I'd just be like, okay.
Look, I'm not going to name names, but
name them.
No, I'm not going to name names. There's a bloke on the Gold Coast. I hope they're listening because he'll know. Tiger King Price. There's a mate of mine. I'm telling you, when you have a T-bone stay, this is a true story. Right? May God strike me down, this is true.
Okay.
When you finish your own T-bone and you've had, you've finished...
No, you can't be grabbing yours.
Yes.
No way.
He says, are you finished with that? And I go, what? I'm telling you.
You cannot do that.
Well, I'm telling you, it's a true story. Alfie does it all the time. Alfie Lego? No, another Alfie. You finished with that blogger?
131873, the number to ring. I just don't. I don't know. You go out for a nice meal at a restaurant. There's manners, there's table manners and dining etiquette, and I'm sorry,
you
can't. You do it at home, but you don't do it at the restaurant.
I think, if there is, you
didn't do anything wrong.
As long as I think if you pick it up with one hand, I think that's acceptable. Something's an old wives' tale.
No, it's not that.
Oh, you got to do it. You got to rip right out.
I think, but you don't have to eat it like Fred Flintstone, like that. You can just pick it up and eat like this.
Yeah.
You do it like that.
That's like the fish on your feet. Remember the fish? They made that little
that's how they eat like this.
That is so funny.
131873 the one to ring.
I'm with you.
Robert's online at Padstow. Hi, Rob.
G'day boys, how are you?
Very good, Rob.
Mate, I was after a recommendation. I've got some friends coming up from Melbourne. And I'd like to take him down to the Rock.
Oh, Rob, you could. I was there last night. Now, mate, you got to go on a little bit of a pub crawl down there. Now, I'll just give you a couple. Now, I think this is serious. Right up the top of the bridge view, and it overlooks the Sydney Harbour Bridge. But you go right up the top, and it looks so you got to go to the third story. We couldn't get there. That's where we were going last night.
Rooftop bigger.
We couldn't get there because there was a function on up there, so we couldn't go up there. All right, so go there, mate. Always a great one too. The Lord Nelson. The Lord Nelson's a great pub around that area.
What about the Orient?
The Orient's a good place.
That's good.
The Orient's good. But mate, you've got to finish off. You're going to take him for a Chinese feed once you've been on the pub crawl.
Okay.
Right. And I don't know if you want to go on a pub crawl originally. Did you want to go on a pub crawl, Rob?
We want to go around the rocks area, so you might as well go and have a look at a couple of different places if you're going to show people around.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'd like to have a few drinks and maybe I might have nibblies on the way, like at different places.
Yeah, but what about, to top it off, you go to the last pub and then you go for a meal there. I would suggest, if you're going to do that Captain Cook Hotel, up the top there's a Chinese restaurant. My mate Bobby Chow used to own it. God rest his soul, he's not with us anymore. We went up there last night and had a feed. Mate, I'm telling you, oh, mate, the best, the best.
Captain Cook.
Yeah.
Sounds like you might be having a little pub crawl there, Rob.
Hey, Rob, you have a chance to write them down, mate?
I've got the Captain Cook down. What was the other one you said?
Bridge view. Start off with the bridge view, my friend. Yeah, right up to the third floor, up the third level. You've been there, mate. It's sensational.
And I'll give you the tip, Rob. If you want some live music and you want to have a bit of a dance or something along those lines, head down to the Orient.
The Orient, yeah.
It's good when it gets a little bit busy.
That man Peter Byrne used to do some stuff down there.
Yeah.
Don't know if he still does.
There's plenty of Irish pubs down that way. There you go, Rob. How's that for you?
Mate, that sounds really good. Good view, and then I'll finish up with the captain.
Do you like these people that come and visit you?
Get a cab.
Oh, yeah, they're great, mate.
Oh, well, sweet. Yeah,
Oh, well, show them a good time.
Show them a good one, mate.
All the best, Rob. Thanks for the call, mate. 131873, the number to ring. Hi, Roz.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you.
I just felt that I should ring up. I was just listening to the big man talking about a cutlet, and you can actually eat your cutlet. You can pick up the bone. However, you're supposed to eat everything that's on your plate first. Then you keep your knife and fork in the unfinished position so no one takes your plate away, and you can pick your bone up with one hand.
With one hand? I've got to say,
I've been reared when I was a kid.
Oh, I've got to go double hand. I'm picking up the two.
No. With one hand and
One hand.
Roz, you sound like an etiquette expert.
I am.
Well, Roz, consider this a plea. You can be our official etiquette expert.
And
don't change the subject. I've just got one on side with me. So, Roz, you're saying it's acceptable as long. What if you don't eat everything else that's on the plate prior to picking up the bone?
No, you shouldn't do that. That's not. You shouldn't pick it up while you're still eating the rest of your food. You should do it at the end.
But you can't do it and just use one hand. So that's
right.
what I said is not an old wives' tale.
No,
Well, you don't.
and you don't pick. You don't ever put like two elbows. You can have one elbow on the table, but not two.
Not two.
Yeah.
Not even when you finish.
What if you're asleep?
You know the other thing too, Roz, I'd like to ask you about, you know when people say all the time, they say, you know Daryl's just saying it's a they say, who are they?
Well, Roz is only an etiquette expert. She's not a liar. She doesn't know everything.
But I think she would know. She sounds very intelligent.
Well, I think that the rules, or the etiquette rules, were written years ago. They're old English rules, aren't they, really?
Yeah.
And it's a shame when you go out today and you watch people eat and you think, it's really sad nobody's
You watch grown men with bibs on.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let's ask you this. Is it acceptable to wear a bib? I wear a bib when I
You
eat.
actually can do that, yeah.
What about pushing your fingers up and you should chop your I've been here running the coolers, huh?
Did you have another? Did you want to pick us up on something else? So did you have another topic? What about getting money with the present?
You boys, two of them, I know Johnny Tate.
So we had Johnny.
Yeah, my John. Well, I'm Mrs. Price the first, I call myself.
Good on you.
So that's who I am.
All right.
Lovely to hear from you. No wonder you've got
And
beautiful
miss him
manners.
terribly.
Yeah, he's a great man.
Roz, thank you very much for the call.
That's okay.
Enjoy your afternoon. Thanks very much for the call. 131873, the number to ring. This is the Summer Sport.
2GB traffic, thanks to the Alto Group Artarmon and Granite Grills. Take a drive on the north side and grab a bargain.
From the Central Coast, no problems on the X3 as you make your way back into Sydney. Also, the Hume Highway from the South Harbour's good run, make your way back to Liverpool. Now the Sydney Harbour Bridge workers lane one closed northbound, the speed down to 40 kilometres. And the Anzac Bridge now, lanes 1 and 2 are slow as you make your way outbound down to the Crescent. In the city, a large crane is working in Elizabeth Street between Park Street and Market Street, and a contraflow is in place. This is Ian Wallace on the City's Traffic Leader, 2GB 873.
Top Right City, style me. Get creative with colour and keep t-shirts interesting with patterns and textures. Fashion tip from toprightcity.com.au/style blog.
Let Forex help you manage your foreign currency risks on the go. They've made it easy with their mobile apps for iPhone and Android. The Forex app gives you a free, easy-to-use currency converter with live exchange rates, charting, and daily market news. Forex is trusted by over 100,000 customers globally to manage their foreign exchange needs. The Oz on the move. Download the Forex app at ozforex.com.au. That's ozforex.com.au.
The National Broadband Network can connect you to more choice and better value. NBN packages are already proving to be competitive with existing broadband packages such as ADSL, and you still get your choice of ISP and plan, your choice of data speed, data volume, and the price you pay. The National Broadband Network, connecting us to a better future. To find out more, go to australia.gov.au. or call 1-800-023-076. Authorised by the Australian Government of Canberra. Spoken by Kate Conda.
Would you like to be at Gallipoli to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Anzac Day? Here's your chance on a 36-day cruise departing Fremantle in 2015, featuring iconic Aussie entertainers like John Williamson, Darryl Braithwaite, Normie Rowe, Ross Wilson, Kate Sobrano and Bert Newton. Visit amazing locations in Greece, Egypt, Italy and Turkey, including the Gallipoli battlefields. Limited availability, so book now. Phone 1300 139